Okay. All right. Hello. Welcome to another episode of Cosplay Bites. I'm happy to have another one out for you guys so quickly. I've got the ever wonderful Holly Wolf again. Hi.
Hello. Hi, how are you?
I'm happy, drinking coffee. I'm awake.
Yes.
Good to be back on a daytime schedule. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm going to be making coffee soon as well. And I love my coffee, so.
Yeah. You must. We probably drink. You're in the same boat as I am, probably, where you drink coffee so much that like having it this weight doesn't really affect you.
No, oh my god, not at all. one of my not first jobs, but one of my longest standing jobs was actually at Second Cup, which is like Canada's like our Canadian version of Starbucks. So we have Starbucks and Second Cup.
Okay.
So I worked as a barista and everything at Second Cup for like 5-6 years, from the time I was like 16 into my 20s. So
Okay.
I have been drinking coffee for a very long time, and no, it has zero effect on me.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe like a triple shot of espresso or something. If
Possibly
I were to
that.
have that like right before bed, then yeah, I might be a little wired. So
Yeah. I've got toasted graham cracker flavored Starbucks coffee in here right now.
Oh wow! Oh
Yeah,
my gosh, so fancy.
Yeah, very fancy. Yeah, I just saw that at Walmart, and I was like, I'm gonna try this, see how this is.
Yes.
Okay. So, for those who are new here, Cosplay Bites is the show all about cosplay, conventions, content creation, all that fun stuff, even though none of that's going on right now, because we're still in a pandemic, and I am grasping at straws for content.
No, the panorama!
Oh my god.
I love calling the pandemic like as many names as possible, but not its name.
Oh, panorama?
The panorama!
Panorama.
Oh no! It's because a lot of YouTubers will change it instead of saying it because they like don't want to be like demonetized just in case.
Oh yeah, that was that's a long-standing joke.
Yeah.
I don't know if you watch Game Grumps, but they refer to the thing as the Backstreet Boy reunion tour.
Oh, okay.
The goddamn Backstreet Boys stop touring.
Oh,
Please
no.
don't get those tickets.
No.
So I had this idea
Mm-hmm.
A while as far as the main episode topic, mainly out of from you. You must have posted about a while back, or just about your frustrations with online anonymous like comments, or just random trolls like leaving like nasty comments, or just being downright like rude to you and just content creators and cosplayers in general. I guess that's the basis of the whole main topic I have, like being anonymous online endangers content creators' faith with disturbing quote unquote supporters. And
right. Honestly, when it comes to social media and stuff, because of our situation and the way the world is, obviously a lot of people are spending much more time online than they even were before. And I don't know if it's, I mean, I'm going to assume that people were always kind of rude. You know what I mean? Online. Sure. And when you're hiding behind a computer. But I feel like with everything going on and just everyone just being stuck at home and all this craziness happening in the world, for me, I don't know. Again, because I'm online more, that I see it more, but like, oh my goodness, it's crazy sometimes, the negativity and the negative comments and people just so hateful. And as a content creator, like it affects me. Like I feel it's so interesting. I think like I made a tweet about it being like, when people are like, oh, just ignore them, you know.
Well,
it's not that easy. Okay.
No, it's not.
It's really not. Especially like I'll wake up in the mornings and I'll like check my phone, and the way my YouTube is set up is all my notifications for my comments are off, but my pinned post, I'll get notifications under my pinned post that I make on my own videos, and I really got to turn it off because people are even so rude that they go under my comment and comment rude things. So I'll wake up in the morning and it's like 8 in the morning. I'm like, la la la. And I'll look at my phone and it's just like, you're ugly or you're getting fat. Ew. And I'm just like, oh, well, that's lovely. That's a nice way to start my day.
Start your morning. Yeah.
I'm like, what? Why are we commenting this? Why do you feel the need to do that? And I definitely have a lot of friends, a lot of cosplayers, a lot of content creators on like my personal Facebook, and I feel like they're a little bit more candid there than they are on their actual like business work cosplay social medias.
Sure.
And definitely I see it. I definitely see a lot of people voicing concern about this. You know, it's hard enough that, you know, we're so used to being able to travel and see our friends and see people and go to conventions and just cosplay and have a great time. And now everything we do, it has to be online. It's online content. It's all of that. But just not being able to see our friends, not being able to cosplay at conventions, plus dealing with people just being so rude, I can see it eating away at people. Yeah. So just, you know, and that creates more sad, not great, people, just, you know. So
yeah, it piled up, and it just does a number on your mental health, especially.
Gosh, yeah, like even me, like I consider myself a pretty strong individual when it comes to like dealing with people online and
no, I believe it.
I've been getting it forever. So for me, it's like I'm very thick-skinned, and even for me, like it's been getting at me to the point where I'm just like, should I just leave? Like, should I just leave the internet? Like, I'll totally just hang out in my garden for the rest of time and never post about anything. Like, do we want that? Yeah. That's what we want. Because I'll do it.
I don't.
I'll do it. Threatening people with lack of content.
Lack of booty? Oh, no.
Yeah, exactly. You want to see this? Fine.
Oh, man. Yeah, so I don't know. It's just weird. I'm trying to. So how would you? I mean, I know like the comment of like, oh, just brush it off. So like, how do you deal with like the constant? Like, do you do the whole like maybe like take a day or two off of social media just to like decompress or?
Right. Well, so luckily the way that I structure my content is I go really hard for a few days. And then I'll do nothing content wise for a week or so, because I don't really like having makeup on my face unless I absolutely need to.
Right.
So what I do, like for example, tonight we're doing this podcast and then I have a Twitch stream, right? So like I do multiple things within the one night that warrants having makeup on my face and like looking cute, right?
Yeah.
Tomorrow, like I have to shoot a YouTube video and I'll most likely be doing photo shoots after that. And I bulk things. So then I can take my time and kind of be away from everything and just have my own time. And for example, like I do a lot of gardening, right? And I like taking several days. And even though I kind of post and I'm on social media, like you kind of see me. In reality, like I'm not sitting around on my phone, right? I'll post something and then I'm gone. I do it just because I should be, and then I'm outside for 8 hours listening to like orchestrated video game music and like staining wood or shoveling or whatever I need to do for the day. So I try my best to kind of bulk my content and then get away from it. Like I schedule all my like OF posts for a full week, and then I don't really touch it.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a giant help. Holy hell!
You have to really be on it, you know. Like, and it's hard. And sometimes, you know, I'll miss a few days of posting because it's been like 7 days, and I haven't gotten back to then scheduling like another full 7 days or whatever.
Right.
But which is fine. Like, I don't think anyone really is super upset about that. But what it does is it helps me bulk what I need to do and then just kind of get away from things. Same with my YouTube, right? I shoot like 4 YouTube videos in a day and then I post 1 a week so that I don't have to really, I don't really have to worry about it. Like I can take my time doing what I want to do. And again, less makeup on my face, less. Yeah, I'm just that type of person.
Less makeup, less stress. Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah. I'm that type of person that I like to. I book photo shoots, not so much anymore, but I would book a photo shoot set. I would book a studio for like 6 hours or so. And I would shoot like 4 cosplays or like 2 cosplays and like 3 to 4 bikini or lingerie looks. And then I'd have that content for like the next 2 months. I went to go visit like my best friend CJ last November and I shot 9 looks in 1 day. And last month was the last month of that content. It makes it so easy for me. To kind of really relax and again just take more stress off. The day is crazy. the day is full. The day itself is hectic, crazy. I'm running around with my head cut off, coffee everywhere. But then when it's done, it's very like, all right, I can concentrate on other things. And for me, I think it really just helps mentally have stuff, because the thing with cosplay and content creation and stuff in general is the internet is like so fast. Like, oh great, love that cosplay, but what's next?
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, I'm sorry.
You feel pressured to like create 24/7 and it's freaking insane. Like,
it's like
I'm feeling it too. Yeah.
Yeah. And things like cosplay like take hours, if not days, if not months to create. Certain things take forever, like 50 to 100 hours of work for certain cosplays if they're like amazing builds or whatever. And a lot of people who aren't into crafting like don't understand that. They're just consuming it. They think it's awesome and they're like, oh, that's amazing. Okay, so what's your next cosplay? And you're like, oh, okay, we're done with that. Great, let me just get right back to it.
Let me go find 60 hours to
yeah, exactly. So it's really, it's difficult to constantly be on. So I've like to really like force myself to shoot everything at once and then kind of have time to chill or work on other things.
Right.
Obviously, I have to commission people to make certain things for me because there's no way. There's no way. If I made 100% of my own cosplays, like I'd have one every 3 months. It's like, and because I do content creation for a living now, like that's completely unacceptable.
Yeah, it is. No, I've been in the same boat where I had recently made the decision to stop blogging on the Lightning College blog because it just sometimes I just did not feel the need to like go hunt around for a cosplay that I've never seen before, and to feature, and then also 2, trying to stay on top of things. No one's creating new outfits because there are no conventions going on.
Right.
There's no real easy, safe way to do photo shoots constantly, like rapid fire.
Yes.
And then also the frustration that I had in trying to get new podcast episodes out because, again, the same thing. No one's creating outfits. No one going to cons. And like
there's just less to kind of talk about. And it's like, oh, what are you doing? Oh, I'm at home. Same old.
Yeah. But like I've had you and other people on my list of like eventual planned episodes, and like you were very cool about it, but I'm just always afraid to like repeatedly ask someone,
right?
Are you free to? Maybe I don't want to sound annoying. Please don't hate me.
Yeah, it's weird. It's interesting. It's weird because like we know people aren't going to conventions. We know people like tend to have more time on their hands, but then at the same time, if there's somebody like me, I'm the type of person that I always have this way of constantly making myself busy because I want to do so much and I want to get things done. And, like I need to plant seedlings and the weather's getting better. I want to do this. I need to prep this for shoots in 2 months. So I'm going to go ham right now. Like I have a way and I think it's because I'm kind of been programmed over the last like 8 years of doing cosplay and content creation that if I'm not doing something, if I'm not progressing throughout every day, whether it's a cosplay, whether it's like posting, whether it's making my space look better so I'm able to be more productive. Like I'm a clean freak in the sense that if my space isn't organized, I can't get my work done. So like I'm constantly re-cleaning things because I don't like messy areas. So if my area gets crazy because of a shoot or because of work, I need to clean it before I then sit down again and do more. So like I'm always busy, even though I'm stuck at home. It's a weird thing. So yeah, I'm trying to get through. I did a podcast last week and I'm slowly trying to get through people who like want me to come and talk about certain topics and whatever. And then of course other people still have schedules, you know, so it's a lot.
You gotta work around so much stuff. Yeah. And like so that allowed me to like try to focus more on like getting more episodes out if I can.
Right.
Everyone, and I have best friends in and outside of cosplay saying like, don't stress yourself over like always needing to put out more episodes. It's like there's nothing you can do.
It's hard though because so many more people are at home, so people are ingesting content faster.
Yeah.
You know, even I'm on YouTube while I cook, I watch a lot of my YouTube content.
Yep.
While I do my makeup, I watch YouTube, and I even find myself like not having anything to watch because I've gone through it all. So even though I'm working, like I have stuff in the background that I listen to or whatever.
Oh yeah, I rewatch YouTubers all the time.
Yeah, so it's like
rewatch Twitch streams all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
That I've seen like a million times.
We're consuming content so much faster now that then the people creating it feel even more pressured to constantly get stuff out.
Oh, it's so crazy.
It's a lot. It's a lot. And I feel that people not within content creation like don't really, obviously, like they don't live it, so it's harder to kind of
understand the struggle. Yeah, exactly. That we're going through,
like the amount of work, and it's not like you do it and it's done. Right? It's like you have to schedule, you have to make sure your equipment's working. Sometimes you have technical difficulties. Like there's a lot that goes into everything behind the scenes, whether it's podcasts or cosplay. So yeah, it's always more than just
more. I'm also trying to devote more time to streaming since I got into that, doing that on Twitch, and that's been a whole ordeal. So trying to get recording myself playing a game to churn out a potential Let's Play series on my own YouTube channel.
Yes.
And then trying to rework my streaming schedule now that I'm back on a daytime shift job, which is awesome. Mm-hmm. That I don't have to solely stick to streaming on the weekend. And
it's all a lot. It's all a juggle.
And I mean, we both love what we do, but it's just it's a lot, and it can be frustrating to find time to really sit down and enjoy it.
Yeah, no matter what, like you love it, but it's still work, you know? It's not like you're just constantly like, yay, this is great, la la la. And it just magically happens. Yeah. And everything's perfect. No, everything's a lot of work. So it's just and time consuming too.
Yeah.
Everything's time consuming. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wish I could stream on Twitch more, and I finally did a schedule as soon as like everything went into lockdown and everything. I was like, okay, this is my time to finally make a Twitch schedule, because I was never on one.
Never gonna have one.
I couldn't, right? Conventions and working on cosplays and traveling so much. It was so hard. So I was just kind of like, whenever I'm free, I'm free. I'm home this week. Great. I'll try to stream. Yeah. So that's honestly like been one of the nice things for me is this pandemic has forced me to make a Twitch schedule and stick to it. There's no reason why I shouldn't. And it's been really lovely. So I've had a lot of fun, and it's forced me to like make this where I stream, like my gaming room in my office. It's really forced me to make this area look gorgeous, and I love being down here. So
I'd love being down there too. That looks like a dope ass room. Yeah.
I know. I have people come into my stream, and then like they're like, "Wow, like your room looks so great." I was like, "Oh, thank you." So that's been really lovely. Is focusing on this and making this look like really good. So
The same with my main entertainment center. It's become like my favorite part of the whole room. Like I'm barely in my bedroom just to do podcast episodes. But it's like everything else is just in there. Like all my nerdy books, all my soundtracks, all my movies, all my gaming systems, all my figurines.
Perfect.
Supersonico, all the waifus, going crazy.
Yeah, I've tried to bring like as much of that down here, and I try. And same with my cosplay. Like I built a cosplay like studio on my property because I wanted to kind of like section my interests a little bit and not have cosplay overflowing into my house.
Sure.
Same with like gaming, I try to keep as much as my like really nerdy stuff down here.
Yeah.
So that there's some sort of like normalcy to like the main level of my house. Although we have way too many like pop figures and nerdy stuff that of course there's lots of it upstairs. It's very much the aesthetic, but like it's not overflowing. There's a place for everything, especially cosplay. Oh my god, like I want to go through my cosplay stuff again. It's been great, but it's also been really hard because there's things that I want to shoot in certain locations, but I can't yet. And then there's things that I want to reshoot as well that I've been holding on to specifically just to reshoot. And then I want to get rid of them so I can make room for other cosplays. Yeah. Because the problem with cosplay is like you're constantly accumulating or making new things. So I'm constantly running out of space. Yeah. Have been for a very long time. That I need to go through everything and like get stuff done. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, aside from the online room that you pretty much described, I guess, because I was going to ask, like, how has quarantine like been treating you? And it's safe to say you're crazy busy.
I'm just, like I said, I'm just busy. I obviously, like I've mentioned, I love to garden, and it's the spring now, and I'm trying to get as many things planted as possible. I'm trying to grow like a lot of my own seedlings this year because it actually gets quite expensive, like going to a garden center and like picking up all your like small veggies and stuff. So So I'm trying to grow a lot of my own, but of course that's also very time consuming, making sure you don't kill everything. Right. And then the goal is that this place, my garden, looks really amazing. Yeah. So that I can shoot certain cosplays that I've been waiting to shoot. I have this really gorgeous pink magnolia tree over my pond that I did like a cute spring look with last year, but I actually am working on the Great Fairy from Zelda. Is one of my next Zelda cosplays, Great Fairy from Great Fairy Fountain. Her OG one, her like Hyrule Warriors Ocarina of Time version with the crazy giant pink hair. And so it's just crazy. So I've been busting my butt. I found a new fountain for the pond. We redid my waterfall to make it really big this afternoon, really. Before I came on with you, I was injecting, it's like a black expandable in like foam for ponds. So the water runs properly. It doesn't fall in cracks. Okay. So spraying the waterfall with that, sealing it, because you have to do it like when it's not running and everything. So it's like I was working on the pond even this afternoon, all in preparation for when this tree goes into bloom. So as soon as the tree goes into bloom, the pond area is looking as pretty as possible. I'm probably going to have to buy some flower pots and stuff to put around because it's still very dull in the spring. Like it's not super colorful yet. Sure. So I'm gonna buy some flowers. But I've been just busting my butt to make that area look perfect. Because I'm going to shoot my Great Fairy in my own little fountain. So I've been
that's going to be rad.
I'm very excited. But it's just like I had to empty my pond. I had to clean it. I had to put a new fountain in. We had to do all the plumbing for it. Like all in preparation. Literally a cosplay. So I'm like, I'm going to shoot this in my house. And I have to be very careful because when the tree goes into bloom, I've got like a week tops before everything starts falling off of it. And then it's green and it's nice, but like I want the pink. I want the pink in the tree. Yeah, so
gotta stay true to that aesthetic.
Exactly. So it's like
yeah,
perfect, but I have to really like get things done.
Yeah.
So I've been working on that.
Right.
And then it will be beautiful. And I had a beautiful cosplay in it, and then it will be gorgeous for the rest of the summer and everything. But for now, it's like, okay.
You got a time limit.
Yeah. And I don't really know like exactly when. I can't remember last year like when it fully went into bloom. So I'm like really like stressing out.
Oh no.
Yeah, and the cosplay's almost done. My friend Sarah from Sci-Fi Candy, who did my original Zelda cosplay, she's doing the Great Fairy outfit for me. So she's working on it. And I told her, I'm like, hey, like middle of April, just in case. I need it middle of April. So she's busting her butt and everything.
Right.
And, yeah.
That's great. Yeah, so aside from the content, also, so are both of your YouTube channels demonetized completely, or?
So I have 3.
3.
So my main channel is, of course, my hauls and everything.
Yeah.
And then my Wolf of the Wild channel, which is my gardening channel, it's not fully out of the partner program. You can actually give me super chats and you can join. I have a join button, so people can pay me just like Twitch.
Yeah.
Subscriptions. But every single video now goes yellow automatically upon upload.
Oh no.
And then it says reviewed by a person.
Oh, for God's
like,
sakes.
and I'm like, you liars. Liars.
Yeah, you have your whole thing where you think someone at YouTube is out to get you.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Like, so.
Oh my God.
We're trying to work on it. We're trying to fix it. Because I have slowly been filming a lot of content the past few weeks for it, because obviously it's gardening season and I'm going to be focusing on that a lot. So I have been filming things. The thing with my gardening channel is projects take time, right? Certain things I have to stain wood, and then I have to wait 24 hours and then like do a next layer. And the process of the gardening channel is harder because a lot of the videos just take sometimes like a week to do or whatever. So I slowly accumulate content, then I can finally edit it. So I'm taking my time to hopefully like fix the channel before I go hard on posting again.
Okay.
But honestly, like I can only wait so long.
Right.
I'm trying. I think it's because of my name. I think it's because I'm like Holly Wolf is associated with it, and my website is still my Holly Wolf website. So I'm actually creating a whole separate gardening website for that YouTube to link it, because YouTube has a problem with me. They have a problem with me as Holly Wolf. Yeah, so they're really picky about linking websites. Safe websites. So I'm building a whole new website for that to see if that helps.
Right.
But if it doesn't, then I have a new gardening website, which is fun and great. But I can't wait forever. Yeah, my life is literally a struggle against social media.
Constant struggle because you're constantly fighting social media algorithms.
Exactly. It's tough.
Yeah, it's nuts. I don't know how you girls do it. I really don't know how.
Well, it's just, and I like to really like tell people this in general. Like I was a bit older when I started doing anything on the sexier side, anything with a lot more skin. Like I was older, so I kind of knew what I was getting into. And I was very aware of the repercussions of it. And a big repercussion is, yes, I can make money on Patreon. I can make money on OnlyFans. Like I can do this. I can make a lot of money in these aspects. But what happens is you take away a lot of other things, right? My sponsorships are much more rare because a lot of companies don't want to partner with somebody who's a little on the sexier side. Social medias are constantly at your throat.
Yeah, it is.
So it's battling that and everything. So just the whole people's perception of it and everything like that. You know, like you mentioned OnlyFans, and someone automatically thinks you're shoving a dildo up your butt for $5. Like, and it's not the case for a lot of creators. So you have to battle like these stigmas and what people think of you.
Yeah.
You know, my friend Unaleska, who's an amazing Twitch streamer and gamer,
oh my god, I love Una.
Yeah, she has a very, very safe OnlyFans. It's like, you know, cute photos of her, nothing even close to explicit. And she even posted like yesterday, someone being like, ew, you have an OnlyFans, unfollow, slut. And she's like, I literally like post nothing like that's of that nature, but people assume.
They do.
So you have to like be aware of people are going to think of you. But at the end of the day, they're strangers on the internet. So it is what it is.
Why does their opinion matter? Yeah.
Yeah. But again, you get enough of that and it can affect.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
It can. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. For me, I think the biggest thing that's really affected my mental health and like my internet consumption is, you know, I'm not as thin as I used to be. But with that comes, I have a nice bigger booty and I got thick thighs, and like it's very in right now.
Hell yeah, they are.
Very in right now. And but with that, like, yeah, my waist definitely isn't like 20 inches anymore. And I have I think it's like a fatty tumor I have to get taken out of this side. So I have a little, it looks like a little fat roll on this side of my body, but it's not on this side. Like it's an actual bump. And I didn't notice it until I was looking back in a photo shoot where I saw my back, and I was like, what is that? And
that doesn't look normal.
Yeah. And so I need to go to a doctor and have it looked at, most likely have it just cut out of me. It's not killing me. Like I'm fine.
No, it's not dangerous. No, it's just odd.
It's just there. But now if I pose on this side and I like arch my back, what happens is it looks like a fat roll. It looks like a little fat roll. And people on my YouTube are coming for me because I'm in bikinis, I'm in lingerie, you know? Yeah. So obviously, and I'm a dummy. I'm such a dummy. For like 6 months, I don't know how, but I scheduled it where I needed to shoot new content like when I was on my period. And so I'm bloated. I'm not feeling the best. I'm like crazy on Advil and coffee. Yeah. So here I am shooting bikini videos. Okay. I've already got a lump on my body that's not supposed to be there. And I'm bloated. You know, when you're just standing, you're just standing. I'm not posing. I'm not trying to like suck in as much as possible. And I don't feel well while I'm shooting. So I literally for months, and those videos stay forever. So I still get those comments. People like, "Wow, girl, getting a little fat, don't you think?" And I'm just like, like for months, and it got to the point where I was like, I need to work out. Like I need to stop eating as much carbs. Like what is wrong with me? So it gets to you. Like you start believing what people say. So for me, I'm like, yeah, I need to lose some freaking weight here. But I came to the realization that I'm like, oh my goodness, yeah, there's no doubt, I've gained weight. Like,
sure, yeah.
Sorry, you know. Oopsies, you know. Everyone's home. I like to eat food. I'm sorry. But again, like I was like, I gotta stop filming when I'm on my period. That's the first big mistake. And I finally made a video addressing this lump on my body. I'm like, listen, all right, there's something wrong here. I haven't had it checked out yet.
You mentioned that on a stream once. I remember you talking about that. Yeah.
But I literally mentioned on a YouTube video when I was like in a bikini, I'm like, you see this? How it's on this side and how it's not on this side? Can we stop calling me fat? Like if I am fat, what is everyone else? Because like there are people that are obese and people that are overweight. Okay. And yes, I may not be as thin as I used to be, but if I have strangers on the internet calling me fat, you know, everyone else is screwed, basically.
All right.
You know,
oh God, yeah.
Like, what are you calling other people? Whales? Like, what are we doing here? Like, don't be like, I don't care. Be nice. And people are so mean. And yeah, but it's normally the people who themselves are not the greatest looking. Like, it's always like that. People on the internet, like, ew, girl, you're ugly, or you're fat. And it's like, I would love to see what you look like. Please. Just selfie right now. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Drop
Let's
everything.
go.
Let's go.
Let's see you make YouTube videos trying on 10 different bikinis when you feel like crap.
Let's go. Take it. Let's go. Swimsuit.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go. I want to see you in a swimsuit right now.
Show me that 6-pack.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But nah, like for me, that's I think that's the worst I've gotten because my YouTube channel has grown. Like my YouTube channel exploded over the last year, and I have videos that have like 13, 14 million views. And so I get these negative comments more and more and more.
Right.
And so it's gotten to me a little bit. And it's really interesting because I've had people ask me this before, like, oh, like, you're doing well, but like, do you want to be like really famous? Like super, super duper famous? And I'm always like, no. I'm good. I'm happy. I can pay my bills.
I'm happy with where I'm at. Yeah.
I don't want to deal with any more of this than what I already have to.
Oh yeah.
This is a lot.
Don't blame me.
I can imagine having a YouTube channel with like 10, 20 million subscribers, people like picking apart every tiny little thing I do.
Yeah.
Ugh, it seems like so much more of a hassle. Like, sure, having millions of dollars would be great, but
oh yeah,
I think my mental health would.
At what cost? Yeah.
Yeah, personally, like I said, I think I'm pretty strong, but I feel like
you are.
It can get to the best of people. Having a constant barrage of just negativity.
Yeah, I've seen how you act on your streams when I be in there and you're calling out people for being rude. Like
sometimes I feel like I'm too mean, but I feel like a lot of these people get that way because nobody tells them off.
You and Intraventus are the two girls that I know on stream that will call out people for being like, "Hey, yo, shut the fuck up, okay?" Like, well, okay.
That's the thing, though. You have to be careful, though, because like Twitch is really picky, and you don't want it to be that someone then like clips that or like takes that and like runs with it and like, oh, this streamer said this to this person, blah blah blah. Like, I feel like it's a lot easier to flip it on the person that I guess is in a little bit more power, I would say.
Right.
Like, you know, it happens a lot with YouTubers where a YouTuber will call somebody else out and then their entire fan base goes for them and starts doing the same thing and like harassing them. So you have to be careful, I find. So like I try not to go off on people too much, but sometimes I'm just like, I'm not having this today.
It's been a day, and you just nope.
We're not having this conversation.
Nope. My hair strands. You tricked up with wire. I'm out.
Yeah, literally. I'm just like, no, today, sir. You're not calling
me today.
Yeah. I always say like I am too old for this.
I'm too old for this shit.
Yeah, exactly. Deal with your crap, sir.
Yeah.
I'm like a 32-year-old lady. Get out of here.
Yeah. I also had meant to ask while we were talking about all of this. You did a while back. I remember you talked about it and then you did it where I wasn't around to see it, but then you did a experimental test on the type of comment that you got as if you were being a quote unquote bikini streamer.
Yeah, it's hot tub meta. Yeah.
How'd that go?
I still need to do my actual observation of it, which I'll do ASAP. I actually might do it tomorrow, since I'll already be in the zone with YouTube. But yeah, so well, a lot of men tell us females that, you know, we just throw on a bikini or some lingerie or look cute or have our cleavage out full force and bam, money, tips, donations, all the things. So when sure, like it can happen, but at the same time, at what cost? Like, is it instant? Like, am I just going to make thousands of dollars because I'm sitting in a hot tub? So I literally bought a kiddie pool and I filled it up in my sunroom, and I heated the sunroom like crazy. I put all my plants around it. I made it look cute and adorable, and I did a bikini stream on Twitch. And honestly, I made like probably the same amount of money on a good day on Twitch when I'm just chilling because people are nice.
Cool.
But my views like quadrupled, and it was just full of terrible people. Just people just not having it, you know? And it's so interesting. What's really interesting to me is time that people take to go out of their way to be so negative to others. Like, if you don't like this, that's fine. But why are you here?
Why are you here to attack me?
Yeah, so that was the thing. And for me, like, these girls that do it constantly, and a lot of them do rise and maybe make decent money at it and everything like that. But then at the same time, I think in the back of my mind, like, money is great, but what kind of damage is it doing mentally?
Yeah.
Because I was thinking I would do it for a month, like once a week. But after like one time, I was like, I'm not here for this. Like, I'm just,
yeah.
It's not worth it for me at all.
Not
like,
worth it. No.
Yeah, I was just angry afterwards. So I was like, I don't know if like it's worth it unless you're making bank.
Unless you're making bank, no, it's not worth it.
Still, like I don't know.
And like, yeah, you had mentioned that you made enough money as if it was a good day on Twitch normally.
Yeah.
That's
so
very
am
bizarre.
I going to put myself through this and be called names for weeks or months or whatever, just to try to become like one of those girls that do it? And like, yeah, I'd rather be like a smaller streamer. And by any measure, I'm not really a small streamer, but I'm obviously not a big streamer either. I'm like somewhere between.
You're right.
But yeah, I don't know. For me, it's not worth it. 100%.
I don't blame you. No, it's not worth it.
Mm-hmm. But some people might think it is, and some of these girls, you know, might be okay with it. But I feel like you have to like not look at your chat. Because I've gone into other girls' streams that have hot tubs or bikinis or, you know, putting names on their chests for donos, and the comments are horrendous. And it's just like, I don't think I could, like.
Yeah, one of the main things that I love about the streamers that I follow, that they're being interactive with the chat. Like, I see my stuff being read out. Like, oh, sweet, thank you, that was cool. Yeah, I like.
Yeah.
I like talking with you on your morning stream. They're great.
Yeah, and that's the thing, right? You lose that a lot. Like, yeah, it's not fun. You know, you want to be able to interact. That's why streaming is streaming, and you're not just watching a YouTube video. Yeah. You know, if you want to be ignored, just watch a YouTube video.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, this was an awesome conversation. I hope you guys didn't mind hearing Holly most of the time, but I'm just looking at the clock because we were talking earlier that girl got to get to her stream.
Yes,
like soon.
Stream.
Yep. So yeah, I mean, by the time this goes up, she'll have already streamed. But if they want to find your work and all your fun stuff, where do they go?
Right. So you can find me on Twitch, Twitter, TikTok. All of it is the same handle, which is Holly T Wolf. And then you can also find me on Instagram, which is Holly Wolf IRL. And yeah, I stream on Twitch like 3 days a week. Normally it's like Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Mondays super early, and then Wednesday, Thursday evenings. And yeah.
Yeah. And
lots of good times.
Yeah. So hope you guys enjoyed. Holly, love you a lot. Thank you so much for coming on the show with me again. This was fun. Hope you had fun.
Yes.
And yeah, I will hopefully see you guys soon for another episode of Cosplay Bites, and watch my streams too on Blue Lightning Cos on Twitch. Mostly it's a lot of me whooping my apartment neighbor's ass in Smash.
Nice.
Fun times. But yeah, thank you guys for listening, and I'll see you in the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.